Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. Here, we're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday. The divisional round is over. Now we're on to the conference games. In other news, I did awful. I did awful last week. I lost every single bet, and even after that, on Monday, I was like, well, of course I'm going to bet on the national championship, and of course I took Indiana minus 7.5, and they only won by 6. So it feels like every decision I'm making is incorrect. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I might do a little reverse. You know what? We'll see how we're feeling once we get into these lone 2 games that we have for this week. But before we kind of give a little recap of the games from last week, let's hear from the fellas. Chris, how did you do last week?
Bad. Same as you, just bad. 0-4. Um, pretty. They all lost in pretty heartbreaking fashion. Um, except for Bill's first half, that just never really had a chance. Um, yeah, just sad. And then I had Indiana minus 7.5 last night, or yeah, last night. Also had the over that hit, so
Oh,
yippee. But yeah, I went one. So yeah, this whole weekend I've won like 1 in 6 because I also didn't give this out. Talked about on the show, but didn't tweet it. Live bet the Bears like 3 times. that loss. Not full units. Most there were 2 half units, and then I did like a quarter unit or whatever at the start of overtime. Or at some point I did a quarter unit. I don't remember when exactly, but yeah, it was just pain. Just nothing but pain. Everything hurts. Sean, I think you feel the same.
Uh-huh. I didn't win a single bet
oh,
all weekend. Um, the only bet I won, which I didn't give out, was a DJ Moore touchdown in the Bears Rams game. Boosted. Ended up losing all that live betting Bears money line with the fellas in the group chat because it was fun. We had fun. We had fun during the time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
for
and it
for a moment, we thought, man, this is going to be awesome. But yeah, we had fun. But this weekend was not super fun from a betting standpoint. I'm trying to build this bankroll for the Super Bowl, and uh, uh, yeah, $0 in the account right now. So we're
we're
not doing great.
homeless.
We're homeless. I still got a roof over my head. We're
Yeah.
good. Um, but yeah, I would really like to talk about these games though, because a lot of fuck shit went down.
mm-hmm,
That was
Mhm.
not chill.
mm-hmm. I did not know that both of you guys lost all of your bets as well. Um,
We had very
that makes me
similar
more sad.
cards.
Yeah.
We did, but like they weren't all the same.
I think two. I know, Will, you had the under and Patriots, whoever the fuck, Texans.
Yeah.
I had the Texans, and Sean had the first half under. Obviously, all 3 lost, but I think those were the only that was the only game where we all had completely different picks.
Oh, well,
Shitty
whatever. Anyway, uh,
minds think alike.
yeah. So, well, let's talk about the games that we lost then. So the first game is Bills Broncos. Um, I guess I'll talk on the coach firing after that, but after towards the end. But um, I watched like the first quarter, and then I went out of town and we went out to eat with my family, and they had the game on at where we were at. And so I watched the last quarter and overtime. And man, man, that was do we just want to go dive right in to the the call that was supposed to be a catch? Or I we haven't really talked about this, but what are y'all's
I
stances?
I don't get how that wasn't a catch. And like in the moment, I would like because Sterator, whoever the fuck it was, explained it, and like the way he explained it, I was like, I think you're wrong, but whatever. If that's the rule, that's the rule. And then I forget, was it the in the Bears Rams game that like almost that exact same thing happened and they ruled it a catch?
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't exactly the same
It
because
was
that
quite
that
similar.
yeah, it was quite similar, but he was clearly down,
Yeah.
or he clearly had possession of it. Brandon Cooks was like, I still don't know. Like like, yeah, that's probably going to haunt a lot of Bills fans for eternity, and Bills betters for
Mhm.
eternity in that matter. But I'm not going to say whether it was a catch or not because I'm not an NFL expert. I'm not a referee, but it seemed like a very homestand call.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. Yeah. Um, well, they fired um McDermott.
Mm-hmm.
When do we start having this conversation about Josh Allen? And maybe we can already start having it, but like, is this ever gonna work? Because like, yeah, the defense played like shit, especially in the second half. He was abysmal in that first half. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
CJ Stroud level, but he was a fucking idiot and gave away 3 points at the end of the half. What I don't know what the fuck that was. I've never seen that before. And it's like, is it ever gonna like I feel like everybody loves the guy, but is this ever gonna happen?
I don't know, man. I was listening to a podcast on the way home from work today, and essentially it was like, um, I think it's like since McDermott has been with the Bills, they have like the most wins in that time frame out of any other team in the NFL, and they have the most playoff wins because they've been to the playoffs and they've been to the AFC Championship a number of times. Um, I don't think they've ever won the one seed. So they've they've played one or two games to get to the AFC champ. Which they've only been to the AFC Championship twice. Um, but it's like they've won a playoff game every year essentially, and it's like my first thought was like, what the fuck, like why would they do this? But then when you think about it, it's like, well, having there needs to be some sort of change, and not doing anything is almost worse than not doing anything. I mean, I said that wrong. Then doing something is, you know what I mean. I'm not. Yeah, I think you guys know what I mean.
We
Yeah.
know what you mean, but the listeners don't know what you mean.
Right. So they needed to have some sort of change in order to potentially progress, and because as the way it stands, like yeah, their roster wasn't that good this year. Didn't they win like 11 games, 12 games?
12, I think.
Yeah, like that's a great fucking year for anyone, you know? And so um it's like I get it, but also like, man, he's a great coach, obviously. And is that Josh Allen? We'll never know. Well, actually we will know. We should know,
Next
but
year.
yeah. um
uh,
but the Josh Allen question, I mean, it, they're like watching the last quarter, like I forgot which tight end it was. It was either Kincaid or Knox. They're only two starting tight ends. When he hit him on that fade, uh, but it was
mhm,
like wide right, wide left by like 2 yards, and it's like, dude, if that guy catches that pass, he runs it in, Bills win. Like
mhm.
it's not. So I think what you bring up, Chris, is valid, but also he got him there, you know. So
I mean, it's going to come to a point, and may already be at that point. That's just not. I mean, I guess it is to fire the coach. That's not enough. Like this is like we talked about it last week. Like how like this is being handed to them because like all the superpowers of the AFC are having down years. They didn't make it. It's like this. I don't want to say changing of the guard, but it's like you got to capitalize now, and they just pissed down their leg again. So it's I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they lost, but I don't know if like yeah, he turned the ball over a bunch, but
4 times.
4 times. They still went to overtime. You turn the ball over 4 times and you go to overtime, that's still something to like I mean, it's really nothing to hang your hat on, but like it's you were still right
Yeah.
there.
it ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing. And he did keep them in it for what it's worth.
Oh yeah, like he was the only reason that game was close, but it was also like okay, he's a decent. He has shares a large majority of the blame for that for them not winning the game. So it's like okay, yes,
Yeah.
it's just hard to I don't know get a read on. Well, I mean, obviously they fire the coach, they're keeping him, but like how many more times can this happen? And they're just like, well, get him again next year, Josh.
Well, it's easier to fire your
Oh
coach than
yeah,
to trade your $300 million quarterback. Even though
yeah.
like some team probably would do it, but that's a lot of money. It's easy to just let your guy walk and, you know, end up paying him till 2052 or whatever. But
Mhm.
There's no way they can let Joe Brady leave the facility, right?
oh, I don't know.
I feel like
Bill
that could be like if they do end up hiring him, that could be like an oh, we really want to keep this guy being Brady. Like and he's leaving after this. Being a head coach after this season, regardless. Might as well make him our head coach. Like this is clearly wasn't working out. I was like wasn't working out, but they couldn't get over the hump with McDermott. So
him
if
or
they
Dable.
yeah, that could be cool. But I want Dable to be Titans OC.
I'm hearing some
Him
noise
or
that maybe Mike
it's
McDaniel
McDaniels. Yeah.
I
might.
saw he canceled his interview with Cleveland on sometime this week.
That's
Awesome.
funny.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
let's not get distracted.
Yeah.
We
but
got a lot of stuff to cover.
yeah, um, this was probably the worst roster that they've had in the last 5 years, the Bills. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I hate to be like, oh, he needs a better supporting cast, but he got him all the way here. So it's like he does, but you know how how much can that play into effect here? I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. Anyway, next game, 49ers at Seahawks. I did not watch this game. I was
having family time. Also, I had the under, so I was like, this won't be electric. One of these teams won't score over 40 points. But that's what happened. And I lost my bet. But I saw a couple clips. Um, I mean, I saw that Tonjes clip about he just was running and then blew out something in his leg. And it was like, well, they say the non-contact injuries are the worst ones. And also like the Seahawks starting the game with a kickoff return for a touchdown. So I really don't have much to say, but what insight can you guys have?
BTA, belt to ass. Seahawks are probably winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, that was just from bell to bell. That was just a shit kicking.
Yeah.
Like San Francisco never did any, like they had a couple drives where it was like, oh, this might be something here. And then like interception, turn it, like fumble, like something they would fuck it up somehow. And yeah, Seahawks defense is fucking insane.
And there was nothing they could do about it.
No.
I mean, like absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they just lined up and said, we're going to beat the shit out of you, like for every second of this football game.
Would I have liked to see this team, the 49ers, I mean, completely healthy versus the Seahawks team? Absolutely. Seahawks probably still win by 17. If you're playing the exact like same game,
Yeah.
Seahawks just kind of just really laid it on them. I mean, it wasn't even fair. It was like, I don't even know what analogy to compare this to, but it was just a ass beating up to down.
Mm-hmm.
Like left to right, sideways, upside down, doesn't matter. Fucking belt to ass, dude. They were not chill.
Doesn't matter, baby. Kaboom.
Future Super Bowl MVP, Sam Darnold.
There he is.
Granted, if they play like that in the Super Bowl, he's not going to get it. It'll be someone on defense, but
right.
Just say.
Right. I really don't have anything else to add. I
mean, there's nothing really to say. Like it was
yeah,
definitely the most like boring game of the weekend. And it was just
Sam Darnold was the only quarterback that wasn't allergic to turning over the ball this weekend.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. So the next game, the Texans at the Patriots, man, like I was only able to watch half the game. I was driving for the first half, but just some of the most sloppy shit I've ever seen on a football field, and it's like really on both sides. I mean, a couple forced fumbles both ways. I didn't Stroud throw 4 interceptions, like
five.
Yeah, so like,
and they had
in the first half.
Yeah, and they had like 2 fumbles, or at least one fumble, maybe a second one, but yeah.
Man, that one sucked. Having the under in that one. That was not fun.
Drake May's kind of getting a free, like you were saying, like he had 2 fumbles and did he throw a pick? I don't remember, but like he didn't play very well at all either. Like the Texans had 6 or 7 turnovers. It was a 1 possession game in the fourth quarter. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, that Texans defense is great.
I mean,
fantastic.
Great, but yeah, like if CJ Stroud just wasn't a complete moron. I mean, we gripe on Ryan Tannehill's Bengals performance in the divisional round, throwing 3 interceptions. But shit, man. Hang his performance in the Louvre compared to CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud throws 3 interceptions. They win that football game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just, and I hate that when we were talking about the game last week, I said, as long because I was talking about how terrible he was the week before, I said, if Stroud can just be competent, they win this game. And I mean, that was the furthest thing from competent I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
He might have
that's
just
fair.
like single-handedly shown that he's not like a franchise QB, too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't you can't do that in the divisional round. You can't do
And
that.
he played like shit the week against the Steelers too. So it wasn't like this was just like a one-off. I mean, he hasn't really had a tremendous year anyway. But excuse me, yeah, he was awful against Pittsburgh. Like, didn't he have like 5 fumbles or something like that? Not all of them ended in turnovers, but he fumbled a lot.
Mhm.
So, I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know
I don't
what,
know.
like, you got to run it back with him, but like, I mean, I don't know why they didn't put in Davis Mills. Because, like, I know the joke is like, oh, he's goofy looking, he's not very good, but he's like, not like the war, like, he can play football. He has started many games for this team.
He's
I
won
don't
games for the team. Many.
this season.
Yes.
So that's why I was just,
Unironically bring back Davis Mills.
I mean, he just looked like he was lost out there. Like, you just look at on his face. I mean, obviously he was having probably the worst day of his life, but he just looked miserable.
Hmm.
So it's like, this is a mercy killing at this point. Take this kid out of the game.
Yeah, that's not a good showing. But moving on, Rams, Bears, I had the over. That game was supposed to rock.
It
Uh
did rock.
It did.
First off, don't say
yeah,
supposed to. It did. It
I
just
get what
didn't
you mean.
rock.
It definitely could have been better. The Bears left a lot of points on the field. So it
Yeah.
definitely could have been a lot better in terms of like scoring,
It
but
could have rocked harder,
it was still
but
it was definitely the most entertaining. I say definitely Bills Broncos was awesome, but I would say it was the most entertaining game of the week, in my opinion.
it wasn't
absolutely.
conventionally rocking by the standard set on over betters. Um, but but yeah, that man, it's it's kind of like if the Bears won this game, they weren't going to win the Super Bowl.
We don't know that.
I
I
mean,
guess
who's
so.
to say? I mean, probably not. Yeah, but like, I mean, look, kind of what's going. Like, Jarrett Stidham is starting for the Broncos. Like, the Bears win this game. I mean, Sam Darnold throws a few picks. You go to the Super Bowl, potentially face Jarrett Stidham.
Stiddy.
God.
I don't know. It's just like a team rarely ever just like goes from being bad and then wins the Super Bowl is kind of just what I'm alluding to here. So it's that was my mindset, and obviously I wanted the Bears to win because I don't have a dog in this fight, so I crave chaos. Um, if any sports fan doesn't have a dog in a fight, you should crave chaos. Um, that's at least how my dad lives his life. Anyway, um, but uh, but yeah, that last touchdown by Caleb Williams, I can't believe that worked. That was
That play was so dead. That play
how
was so
From
dead.
like immediately, like
Just a miracle.
he like as soon as he touched the ball, there were 5 guys like right in his kitchen,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This, fuck, like game's over. Fuck this." And then I was just about to just like turn away, and then he heaves. I was like, "There's no fucking way. I'm like, I can't keep doing this."
that
That
was
was it was amazing.
that was insane. Man, it was just like it from the outside. We're not Bears fans, but at least from my perspective, it's like, dude, if you're a Bears fan, like, yeah, you're hurting for like a week and probably the next week, but like, dude, you got the future is yours. Like,
You you've got something to be excited about
Oh,
for
right.
sure.
yeah. You were one play, whatever you want to call it, away from an NFC championship appearance and with first year head coach.
Yeah.
Like you're like 3 years ahead of schedule right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, dude, if they beef up their defense a little bit, maybe get another wide receiver or,
Your
Which that
quarterback has a nickname now. That's pretty sick.
what's his
That
nickname?
What?
Iceman.
Oh, he does. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
his
what they're
nickname?
calling him.
Oh,
That's what they're calling him.
their defense played great in that game too. I thought they were going to get torched, and it looked like in the first half they might, but yeah, they were getting after. Stafford was rattled
Mm-hmm.
because they had this stat. It was like he completed his first like 7 and then went like 1 of 9 like the rest of the first half or something like that.
Yeah. That I don't know. That one is like, what's going on here? I don't know.
Doesn't Dome Boy doesn't like the cold.
Well,
Yeah, can't blame him. It was like 5 degrees.
Oh, yeah,
freezing.
You could not have. Well, that's not true. If I was the biggest Bears fan, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to couch it for this one.
I'm gonna go tarps off in Soldier Field right now. But yeah, those were. I mean, that's essentially all the games. We touched on it a little bit, but we forgot to mention that that Bo Nix, the second to last play of the game, out with an injury. Jared Stidham is now in.
That's brutal.
That is
Yeah,
brutal.
that sucks.
And like, I'm looking at the remaining teams left, and I'm like, dude, I don't think this Super Bowl is going to be any good. I don't know, bro. I might just, that's a very casual way of, a casual's way of analyzing a Super Bowl, but like with like the quarterbacks, but like, I don't know, brother. Does that
I
make
mean,
sense?
yeah, if the Broncos win, yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough. I kind of hope they do, just as a Seahawks future holder. But yeah, you could definitely like if it's Seahawks Broncos, you can be like Sam Darnold, Jarrett Stidham for all the marbles. Yippee! Even though those are like even if Bo Nix was playing, it's still like these are the 2 best defenses in football. That's what should be talked about. But yeah, you can. There's definitely gonna be a lot of pissed off people on Twitter, probably regardless of how this weekend goes.
Right. He didn't seem too hurt though. He walked off the field, Bo Nix.
Oh, it's got to be adrenaline. Adrenaline.
Yeah, I guess.
Plus, those players have their ankles like all taped up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably couldn't really even notice.
Sean Payton too. Like when I don't really feel sympathy for him. I think he's kind of a scumbag. But when he came back out there and was like, "Yeah, Bo broke his ankle," you could just see he was like, "Man, we're fucked."
Yeah, I don't know. They might have something hiding there, in the old
mean,
Stiddy.
Jared Stidham supposed to be Tom Brady's successor, so
like 8 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's a handsome fella. He's got that.
I think he's got the potential to pull some tricks.
Oh, yeah, they're not dead, but
I don't think they're completely dead. I think we could be looking at another like Nick Foles situation,
Did you see him tweet after the game? Nick Foles.
Oh yeah.
So the Patriots have struggled against backup quarterbacks in these spots before.
Yep. He's not wrong.
He's not.
Yep.
Keep your head up, Jared. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos. All right. I mean, do we want to get into the 2 games?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Okay.
That's what we're here for.
I mean,
All
if
right.
you guys want to, I guess we can.
All right. Well, let's get it going. AFC Championship game. New England Patriots at the Broncos in Denver in Mile High. Broncos are home underdogs by 5.5 points. Over under is 42.5. Pats obviously looked pretty sloppy against the Texans, but they pulled out the win against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Broncos obviously going in with a really good team and a really good win against the Bills, pulling it out at the last second. But unfortunately, they have to play Jarrett Stidham. Chris, I'm going to throw this to you first.
I'm taking the under 42.5. I guess you could say hopping off the Patriots hate train. I thought about taking Patriots minus 5.5, but I think everybody and their mother's going to bet that just because it's Jarrett Stidham and Drake May. Like, how can they possibly like keep this within 2 or 3 touchdowns? But I mean, touched on earlier, Drake May did not really look that great. He made a few really good throws, but he looked like the lights may have been too bright there for a little bit. Broncos got really good fucking defense too. So I think both offenses will struggle. Plus, it's in Denver in late January. I didn't look up the weather, but I assume it's going to be balls cold. So yeah, under 42.5. I think it's going to be kind of a rock fight. Sean, what you got?
So it's not going to be balls cold. Denver doesn't get like that cold in the winter. It's weird. It's going to be like
really
35 degrees. Yeah, it is weird. Remember, they're the Sunshine State.
John Denver, city by the bay.
It is true, though. Denver does get the most sunlight out of any U.S. state
because they're closest to the sun.
Correct.
Learn something new every day.
But I'm going Denver plus 5.5. I think Bo Nix's injury is worth more than a touchdown spread, to be honest. But I think if you replace Bo Nix with Jarrett Stidham with Denver's passing game and their elite defense, this spread feels correct. And Jarrett Stidham really isn't that much of a downgrade. I mean, he's been with this team for like 2 years now as the backup. He knows this defense, or he knows this system. And Patriots, I feel like they could struggle in the high altitude with this elite defense as well. I mean, they struggled versus Houston last week, and Houston basically gave that game away. So, yeah, just thin air, coaching edge. It's really not much more than that, to be honest. So give me the Broncos plus 5.5. Will, what you got?
So everything in my brain is telling me to take the Patriots. I feel like they have the better team, the better overall team. They're facing Jarrett Stidham, career backup QB. And it just kind of feels like the Patriots are back on their reign, their championship reign. They're getting that train back on the track. However, every decision I've made the past week, and you can even extend that to the week before, where I only won 2 out of like 6 bets. So I'm taking the Broncos. I'm taking Broncos plus 5.5. I think that Mile High is a really hard place to play. I think that Sean Payton is a better coach. And the Patriots have never won in Denver, or at least the last 4 times they've been to Denver. Look that up, or you can believe me. But yeah, I like the Broncos. I love the Patriots, but I like the Broncos, and I'm picking the Broncos. Kind of a Costanza pick.
I was going to say a playoff Costanza.
Yeah. Well,
I don't blame you. I thought about doing the same thing. So
this is where we are now.
Listen, I've been terrible, just terrible. I did bet 2 college basketball games today for a very, very small amount of what was left of my bankroll.
They're 0-4 in the playoffs in Denver, by the way.
There it is. Boom. Love it even more. So there you go. Broncos plus 5.5. Moving on To the next game, the Rams at the Seahawks, NFC Championship game. The Seahawks are home favorites by 2.5 points. The over-under is 47.5. Let's see. The Rams able to squeak one out against the Cardiac Bears. The Seahawks put an absolute pummeling on the 49ers, a beat up 49ers team. Sean, I'm gonna let you take this one first.
All right. I'm going Seahawks -2.5. Chalk pick, but I think it's the right one. Seattle's been pretty dominant at home in the playoffs since 2005. They're at 11-2 straight up. On top of that, I think Seattle's just playing like the best ball right now, just down the stretch. They're allowing they allowed just 44 points to non-Rams opponents in their last 7 games at home, while forcing 15 turnovers. Mike McDonald's defense, I think this is the best unit in the NFL right now. And I like their front seven to force Matt Stafford to make mistakes to win this ball game. God, man, this game, it's what I wanted, but I feel like it's going to be another belt to ass, to be honest. Yeah, Seahawks -2.5. Will, what you got?
I love the Rams in this game. I'm not a Sam Darnold believer. I recognize their defense, but I also recognize on the Rams that they've been here before. It wasn't too long ago where they won the Super Bowl. It feels like Matt Stafford, now that he has all his receivers back, he's got something he can unlock in his brain where he can go Super Saiyan. I don't know. And it just feels like whenever they won that first Super Bowl, everyone was like, is Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer? Is Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer? Well, I personally think yes. Certainly after that first Super Bowl win, a lot of people don't, just because he spent so much time in Detroit. So I love the Rams, but I'm Costanzing this week, so I'm taking the Seahawks -2.5. The Seahawks it's such a hard place to play. Lumen Field, like goddamn, that shit is the loudest. I watched a whole 30-minute YouTube video one time when I was in audio school in college, just learning about how it's made of like steel. It's made of like a uh, more resonant kind of frequency type of material to make it louder. It's crazy. And I mean, truth be told, I just having Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl is the exact opposite of what I want. So I'm picking them because I feel like that's the only way I can win a bet here. So Seahawks -2.5. Chris?
Yeah, clean sweep. Why would I not bet Seahawks -2.5? Dance with the horse you rode in on, or whatever the hell. I've rode them this far. Let's run a couple more weeks. Let's get us a soupy. Yeah, Seahawks -2.5. I do think they are just a better team. I think they have a much better defense. And Rams defense, touched on it last week. They kind of been struggling lately. Gave up 20 points again. I don't know. If you give up 20 points to this offense with the way the defense is playing, I don't know if you're winning this game. So, yeah, Seahawks -2.5. Let's go to the bowl. Sam Darnold, future Super Bowl MVP. So.
All right. Jared Stidham versus Sam Darnold. Maybe. I hope. I mean, I hope Jared Stidham comes out of the AFC at least.
As a sicko myself, yes, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
But I can get how most most casual football fans will be like, yeah, fuck this.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, think about well, I know this isn't true for like our group, I guess, but like just think about like the common American that's just like, oh, the Super Bowl's tonight. Who's playing? Oh, they don't even know, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't even matter. But it
Yeah,
only matters to sickos like us, but sickos like us are like, this would be awesome. So yes, that would be an awesome matchup.
there is a slight chance because Sam Darnold apparently has an oblique injury, which I don't know like when that could have happened. But I mean, I don't want this to happen to my precious redhead boy, but if he gets hurt and the Broncos and they win and the Broncos win, Jarrett Stidham, Drew Lock.
Man,
That would be disgusting.
Just
that
a
would
couple mediocre SEC quarterbacks.
Man, there would be so many run plays in that Super Bowl. They'd be running the ball so much.
I haven't seen Jarrett Stidham play in a long time. I remember Drew Lock at times can't. I mean, he's kind of a whoopsie daisy guy, but he's pretty electric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drew Lock has had a couple of moments where it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Broncos legend, Drew Lock.
That's true.
Yes.
Will, you brought up something that I'm now blanking on. You said something in passing that I was like, ooh, we should talk about that. But now I'm forgetting.
The stadium?
Now.
I don't know.
Where's the rewind button?
Was I talking about this game?
It was Stafford Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah,
That's what it was.
Yeah.
If he wins another Super Bowl and he gets Super Bowl MVP, he's definitely a Hall of Fame candidate.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt.
100%.
And I just want that to be said. But if he hadn't spent so long in Detroit, he would probably have 2 or 3 under his belt already.
I think so.
Super Bowls. I mean. Because, man, this guy's good. And he's been good for a long time.
Yeah, the fact that he's still good is like we can still have this. He's probably going to win MVP. And honestly, I think if he wins MVP, I think he's probably getting in regardless of what happens on Sunday.
Has he won MVP before?
No, because nobody from the Lions will ever win MVP. So
that's fair.
He was in the conversation a couple of those years with Calvin Johnson. So, but yeah, I don't think he ever won it.
Fair. I mean, it's the Lions.
I don't mean to throw shit on the Lions there. That was nobody from that era, nobody from pre-Dan Campbell, the Lions ever really had a chance to do anything.
Lions were catching strays there for a sec.
Pre-Dan Campbell Lions. Lions now, obviously we love them. They're electric, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Before that.
Love the Lions.
All right. Well, the Titans hired Robert Salah.
Right. Let's get into it.
Did you not want to get into it?
No, let's get into it because we're gonna be here for. Take a seat, get your popcorn.
Yep.
We're gonna be here for a sec.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
So, my immediate thoughts were, no. However, hey, those are my immediate thoughts, and then I thought about it for a second. Okay. I thought about it. I had to think about it. Then it's like, okay, well, he was the DC in San Francisco, and they're deep. I mean, if they weren't banged up, we could be having a different conversation right now about who's in the NFC Championship game, and who's going to the Super Bowl. So, but even with that, I mean, like the Niners defense was pretty dang good this whole season, and like,
yeah,
I'm also like, when I said that, immediate thoughts like, no, it's because you automatically go back to when he was head coach of the Jets, and it's like, I don't know if you should even count Jets some of the Jets head coaches, like it feels like the Jets truly are a cursed franchise. Like there's literally nothing they can do. That's how it feels, at least from the outside. But well, at least for me. Um, but yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic. As we are as Titans fans. I do like, however, he had some quote and he was like, the slogan going into next season is all gas, no brakes. And I'm like, all right, let's ride. So that's what I got.
Bill Murray fan? Question mark. That'd be tight.
Potentially a Jacob Fatu fan. Anyway,
Probably. My immediate
good.
thought was, thank God it wasn't Nagy.
yes,
Yes.
That was my immediate thought.
at least it wasn't Matt Nagy.
I don't know how true this is because I saw it on the internet, but I heard that Amy Adams pulled an audible and was like, "You need to hire Saleh and not Nagy," because our GM, I can never say his name right. Can someone help me out?
Borgonzi.
Borgonzi.
I can never say his name right.
Gabagool.
Yeah. Him and Nagy are buddies, and he wanted to hire his friend, which, God, the Tennessee Titans are no fucking stranger to that. And she apparently pulled some kind of audible and was like, "No, you need to hire Saleh if you're going to hire anybody." So if that's the type of like interference that the owner is like getting into, I know we've kind of ran her name through the mud this year, last year, past 7 years, however long she's been the owner of this team. That's fine. That's cool with me because nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No other team wants him. Like,
yeah. The Chiefs are like, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
Chiefs fans are like, please take him. And we're like, no, we don't want him either.
Did you see that they requested to interview Eric Bieniemy, the Chiefs, for back to him being OC?
I thought you were going to say we did. I was like, take everything back about Amy Adams. You just said if she was like, yeah, let's get this clown in here.
Nah, the Chiefs. They were like, hey, can we bring this guy back?
I don't even know
we
what
were
he's
good when
doing now.
He was man, I want to say he went
college.
He was the OC for UCLA last year. Definitely not this year.
I think the year before that he was like the OC at the Commanders.
Yeah,
he was something with the Commanders.
He was their OC. He went there. Like he will left Kansas City to go there. I think was that Ron Rivera? I think it was, but
seems like kind of a
he's the running backs coach for the Bears right now. So he is in the NFL still. So, but yeah, last time I saw him, he was OC for UCLA, and they sucked. But yeah, just with Saleh though, it's like, okay. At least it wasn't Nagy. That was probably my initial reaction. I was like, okay, you better hire a hell of an OC because this guy clearly knows defense, but our offense needs some work. So you better get a hell of an OC.
What I will say because I kind of woke up to this news. Like I think I went to sleep before this was announced.
It broke at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I saw Monday night.
Yeah. And everyone's obviously like off the national championship or whatever and going to bed, and you wake up and it's not the top news you see, when you wake up. Saleh has never had a lower than top 7 defense in the league. as a DC or a head coach.
Oh, that's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
I love
That's
that.
pretty impressive. I like that a lot.
For sure. Yeah.
Will that change with the way the Titans defense is now structured? Who knows? I think they've got a lot of building to do on defense for sure. I just hope that we can keep him for a little while and not panic when things aren't
Mhm.
going so well, because
Panic after a year and a half. Like,
yeah, it's because you're just right back where you started.
Mhm.
And we're another 3 years away from doing anything if you do that. But I hope he hires his friend Mike McDaniel
That'd be pretty tight.
as
That would be
as
tight.
OC. I've been seeing a lot of things on X about McDaniel coming here, and it's getting me too excited. And I know that as the Titans franchise, we don't get anything that good.
Right. Yes.
We
Manage your
don't.
expectations.
We
Yeah.
don't. I mean, like
No, we don't. You're
John
100% correct.
when John Harbaugh was fired, it was just like, oh shit, we should get John Harbaugh. I was like, no shit, but we don't get anything that good.
Yeah.
You know, like
We were in the
don't-
mix.
and like okay, but like
Everyone
we
was
were,
in the mix.
no, but it was between
Yeah,
us and the
it was,
Giants,
yeah.
and then it was just like the Giants came in the dead of night at 2 a.m. and we're like, hey, we're hiring him. The day before he's going to meet with the Titans. He didn't even get to meet with the Titans
Oh,
before
I didn't know
they hired him.
Yeah, that's how it kind of like, I don't say broke, but that was like the first thing, because he canceled his interview with us. And I was like, oh shit, well, he's definitely going to the Giants then.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, like when I first saw the news, it was thank God it's not Nagy. I'm still not happy. But I think this is a really the more that I like sit on it, and it's not even been 24 hours, but the more that I sit on it, the more I kind of like it. Because it's a defensive minded coach. I like that, even though we had a defensive minded coach, and now he's in the AFC Championship. But that's neither here nor there. But
well, I mean,
we've obviously had success with that.
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Sorry.
Yeah, we've had success with defensive minded coaches before. I think this gives him a second chance. What he did with the Jets was passable for the Jets, for what the Jets were. I will say, they didn't make the playoffs, but they were right, weren't they? Didn't they beat the Bills? Was he the head coach with Aaron Rodgers his first year?
Yeah.
Well, his second year.
Well,
Yes, because he was.
Well, it's Aaron Rodgers' first year. when he
Yeah,
tore his
because
ACL,
they
or tore
fired
his Achilles
they hired
the first game.
whoever the Lions defensive coordinator. That this was his first year there. So yeah, he
Okay.
was there. He was there 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
So you have Saleh, who's like, oh, I'm getting Aaron Rodgers, and then he tears his Achilles in the first game, and he's like, oh, I got to go Zach Wilson, and they still won like 7 games or something.
Yeah, they weren't
That's not bad.
like
They weren't terrible. Like,
because that
Yeah.
was the whole thing. Like Aaron Rodgers, like, oh, I'm walking now. I can maybe come back. And they're like, shit, if they make a playoff run, he could. So yeah, they were in the mix. Obviously, they didn't make it, but they were in the mix there at the end of the season with Zach Wilson.
yeah.
Yeah, that is right.
Also, I think Sam Darnold was his quarterback his first year as head coach.
I don't remember. Maybe, but I can't. I have a hard time keeping track of the revolving door of Jets quarterbacks.
Very true.
Yes, when it lines up with the coach, which is also
A revolving door.
I will say, he does look like a leader of men. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Know what I mean?
Built like a brick shit house. Yeah.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
also hates Liam Cohen.
Yes,
That's
that's
plus.
exciting.
Oh yeah, I saw that
That's
video,
awesome.
yeah.
Like they hate each other, so that's
They
pretty
were
cool.
about to throw hands
Yeah,
in that one game.
Give me some of that.
Give me that.
Give me this.
That's gonna be awesome.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sure I'll have more immediate thoughts if y'all have anything else.
I mean, I
Nah,
think he just passes the eyeball test in terms of like, like Vrabel was a big guy, and like this guy's a big guy, which means people, he's not a fat guy, like was it Freddie Kitchens? Wasn't he a big fat guy?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how. Yeah, he was fat. I don't. Which there are not any. We don't. This could be a segue, but we don't have to. But there's not too many fat head coaches anymore.
Yeah. It's good.
Damn shame.
McCarthy.
No, it's not. I need tired of all these sexy head coaches. We need just a fat some bitch back there or out there. That used to be all of them. It used to be like 80% of the league were fat
Yeah.
guys.
I'm pretty convinced that so last week there was like reports that Mike McCarthy was meeting with the Titans, and then he had a second meeting where they like went out to dinner, they wined and dined him and all that shit. And I'm pretty convinced he just did that for the free meal. Because like after that, they didn't even like give him a second chance, pretty much. Like
guy ate too
they
much.
said they they said he wasn't even a top candidate after that.
Damn.
It
Must
was
have gotten too
crazy.
drunk.
Can I get the steak and the lobster with a side of steak?
Can I get the turf, surf, and turf, please?
But I think he's going to Pittsburgh. That's the
McCarthy,
rumor on the
Pittsburgh.
street. Yeah. Well, he's from there. And I think
Okay.
he's buddies with the GM or something like that.
It's always.
Or I don't know
Let's
about
get
buddies.
my friend in here.
They have worked together in the past or something like that.
Yeah.
The boys club that is NFL coaches.
Yeah.
So, but yes, Robert Salah, he passes the eye test. He looks like a leader of men. Looks like he demands respect. It's good.
Hates Liam Cohen.
Hates Liam Cohen.
Check.
Let's run it. I'm optimistic.
Yeah, he's the guy. I mean, he's the guy now. Like he's the boy. You know,
He is
he's the boy now.
he is our guy.
He's our guy.
Speaking of fat coaches, I wouldn't hate Daboll as the OC. I know like McDaniels is like yes, obviously, but like you said, nothing good ever happens to us. So I wouldn't hate Daboll as OC.
I said Daboll OC since they fired him from the Giants.
I
was
honestly
like, yo,
kind of
give
wanted him to
him
be
a-
that.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
But no, you were right. Like I think we had this discussion a couple of months back where it was like I wouldn't mind him as head coach, and I was like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't either. But as OC, what he did with the Bills, it was like it's kind of tight. Like you really need to. The only thing with this Robert Saleh hire is you got to get a great OC.
Yes.
You can't get your buddy off the street. You can't promote the quarterback's coach or whatever. You can't just hire within. You got to get an outside guy who knows all. Like when he sees a football, that football says, I know that guy. You know what I mean? Like he's like,
I went to college
that's my
with
guy.
him.
I went to college. Like that's my boy. We roomed together. You got to get the guy.
Yeah. You need to. Yeah.
Especially with a sophomore tenured quarterback going into a second season. Like you got to start developing. Like Cam Ward, he has the talent. He has so much potential. You just got to bring that out of him.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to dial him in, and you got to get the right guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I don't like about a defensive minded coach is that you got to get the right OC.
Because if we just do that, like you said, promote the quarterback coach or whatever the hell, he'll probably just be gone in 2 years anyway. And then it's like, okay, well, Cam's going into a contract year with his third play caller in 3 years. So like you got to get someone who knows the shit. Like if you get a guy who knows the shit and he gets hired away, that's probably a good problem to have. But if we just get some who gives a shit guy who's just going to be gone in a couple years anyway, then yeah, this is just, and then that means GM. If we go by Amy Adams' past record, GM will be gone, Salo will be gone all within 4 or 5 years. And then we're just doing this whole thing. And then we got number 1 draft pick again, and it's just same old shit.
I do think, this past draft was fantastic. Honestly. Like, we hit on like Elick. Who's the DK?
DK.
Yeah. We
Pro
hit
Bowler.
on a Pro Bowler.
Cam.
Yeah.
It feels like Titans have been making
Yeah, it's a good draft
some good moves
so far. Yeah.
so far. Yeah.
Picking it 1-4-2 this year opens up a lot of possibilities. I've been seeing where we might draft that. I mean, this is so early, and he just played yesterday. But that Miami
Bain. Yeah.
Bain, yeah.
That guy's a freak.
Yeah. That would be
him and
that'd be
Simmons.
sick.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That'd be sick. And with the way that Saleh likes to run his defense, it's not out of the question. Really.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. And the line has been blocking a lot better. The O-line's been blocking a lot better. Well, I mean, obviously not the past couple of weeks, but like towards the tail end of the season, it was like, hey, we're figuring it out.
It was really ever since they fired Callahan, like the O-line Callahan. Which I guess he got fired at the same time as his son. But yeah, he was supposed to be some like offensive line guru, and fucking terrible. He gets fired, and they actually start. I mean, they still suck. Don't get me wrong, but they were like, "Hey, like, not all of you are terrible."
Right. It was things are looking okay. Things are looking okay.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Well, that's why I'm just saying okay. We're not. We ain't blowing it out of the water. We're not.
Yeah.
I don't think we're making terrible decisions. We don't know until yet. We don't know until till we hit the gridiron, hit the field, throw the pigskin around. Anyway,
I thought Stefanski to Atlanta was interesting.
I also thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded if he became the head coach.
I would have loved it if he became the head coach.
I think he did really well with what he had in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's another. Him and Baker hate each other, or apparently Baker hates him. I don't know if Stefanski cares, but like Baker tweeted something at I think it was like some reporter or something was like Stefanski's situation and like the quarterback situation in Cleveland was always like an absolute failure and like shit like that. And Baker was like, the fuck you talking about? He's like, I was pretty good. He's like, I wouldn't call it a failure. And then he said something back how when he got like shipped out of town, Stefanski never reached out to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he hates Stefanski.
There's probably some stuff there with like the Deshaun Watson.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Trade and sign, but yeah.
Be eyeing some Baker props when they play next year.
Oh yeah. Something. Oh, I will say about the Titans hire, just going back to this probably for one last time, real quick. On Sunday night, the group chat was so convinced that we were going to hire Matt Nagy Monday morning. And it was so shit. Hold on.
We were also all just lost all of our Bears bets.
Yeah, we were
Fuck
real
football.
depressed. We were real depressed about it. But Chris said in the group chat, we fired our coach in October,
Oh yeah.
and we're still getting the fucking scraps on the table. And I
Oh.
thought that was such a just on point, like you hit the bullseye on that analysis. And it was just like, how could we not like just immediately throw everything at John Harbaugh? Like,
Yeah.
to not even meet with us is crazy.
Yeah, and
Like,
that wasn't really trying to throw shade at Salah. I said that thing
no,
just
sure,
assuming
yeah.
that Nagy was going to be the head coach. And Salah is,
Exactly.
I think, I mean, not my first, really, probably second or even third choice, but yeah, Nagy. It was mainly saying like nobody, like his own, like you said, his own team doesn't even want him. Like nobody wants this fucking guy. Do not hire him. We didn't hire our coach 6 fucking months ago to bring in this bozo.
Mhm.
Yes. But that was obviously we were preparing ourselves for Nagy. Like, it was like, fuck. But I'm not trying to call Salah scraps at all.
No.
Because I don't think I think he's the best option left. But it does bring up the point that we did fire our coach in October.
Mhm.
And we're still like one of the last teams to hire a head coach.
Yeah. And it wasn't just Nagy because it was like the last 3. It was Nagy, Salah, and whoever the fucking Packers. I think it's the Packers defensive coordinator, which Salah of that like trio was the only one I think who was actually getting serious like head coaching interviews. So of those 3, yes, easily the right call. But yeah, when you just again fired our coach in October, and these are the 3 we have, like no shade to Salah, but it's like John Harbaugh is out there. I mean, like Brian Dable, like Mike McDaniels, like these guys who are like have coached recently and had a decent amount of success. There's like don't even really give you the time of day, other than McCarthy, which I didn't know that about dinner. That's funny, but like other than him, I don't think we really. It seemed like even I'm sure we reached out, but at least talked in person to someone who was like a grade A, like, hey, a lot of teams want this guy. So that was, I was very, very upset about a lot of things, but I was mad about that too when I was firing off messages in the group meeting.
I mean,
Mhm.
it was a spot on, because you were right.
Mhm.
And, the Titans get nothing but crumbs as it is, because we're essentially a retirement home for players also. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're running out of time here, but to leave the cautiously optimistic talk and go to a little bit of a lighter subject, Sean, would you like to give us a hot dog update? Give the
Sure.
people their hot dog update?
I started my hot dog journey on Saturday. I was building a fire pit
Pause.
to.
Pause. You sound like a kid reading their book report.
Yeah, you kind of
I did.
a little bit like
It was funny.
you're just
I
like,
started my hot dog journey on
you're just like
Saturday.
I started like something. You sound like you're reading something you really didn't. You're like I started this journey last week.
That's how
Sorry,
I
go
talk to
ahead.
my therapist. Yeah, I'm doing the hot dog challenge. 71 hot dogs. It's the record for the Nathan's hot dog contest every 4th of July, held by Joey Chestnut. I can do them up however I want. I'm having fun with it. I'm 33 in.
You're almost
Been
halfway
having.
there.
I'm like 2.5 away
Yeah.
from being halfway right there.
And you started this on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty impressive. And you didn't have like I know like starting at Saturday night, not a lot of options to get like a shit ton of dogs down, but
I
You
had
didn't like,
6 on
yeah,
Saturday
like
night.
you didn't come out as like, I'm just gonna bang out like 10 or 15 real fast. Like you started at like a normal pace.
There's no way. There's no way. I can only eat like 8 in a day without like that's the most I've eaten in a day. Or today I ate 6. No, I ate 8 today. I thought I ate 9, but I ate 8. Yeah. I go through a pack of buns a day, pretty much.
Pack a day.
Yeah, pack a day, guys.
See you.
Do
I'm
a
gonna
pack a
see
day
you
now.
at Kroger. These guys, employees are like, "Is this guy okay?"
I
He's bought 10 packs of hot dog buns this week.
I buy the hot dog buns in threes. So I buy three packs of hot dog buns just so I don't look completely crazy.
You should have just bought
I'm not
70 off the rip, so you just have them.
No. I would have had to buy like 9 in a row. Like I would have had to buy like 9 packs of hot dogs.
That'd
Having
been
a
funny.
party? No.
No.
Today was like the only bad day because I called an audible and I went to 7-Eleven, got the roller dogs, which is not good. Those are ass, dude. I see so many like TikToks about it. It's like, oh my God, I'm so high and I can't wait to eat a roller dog off of 7-Eleven. Dude, those are ass. They're so bad. I was so excited. I was like, these are about to be good. It's like, nope, these are bad. I think the only thing that's really keeping me in it is the fact that I built a fire pit for my parents and I fire roasted these hot dogs because they add flavor. If I had to like
Yeah.
microwave or like boil or
Ugh.
put these in a skillet or something, I know I could not get through this. But the fire dogs are making a huge difference.
Okay,
33
and
hot
we
dogs.
will end on that. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Any interaction with this really helps us out. Follow us on X for the updated picks, and we will see you guys next week. After you check out the Trend Center app, use the code TFTM at checkout for 15% off. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
All right.
Let's go.
The
They were shining for you and